Any sound now? Now, do we have sound now? Yes, we have sound. Okay. Are the levels okay? Just let me know if the levels are okay, guys. Sorry, just still trying to get set up here. Level spot on. Excellent. So, forecast for a lot of rain today, so we have the freezer bag ready in case we do get a bit of rain. Mate, good morning to you. Brian, Patricia, good to see you all on this rather blustery day. Bit wobbly. Just starting to spit rain as we speak. Hope the microphone's not picking too much of the wind up. Absolute butter landing there for the Aer Lingus. So stand by, I gotta put the rain cover on. Uno momento. That's okay. Matt, afternoon to you. So, we're using a large freezer bag for the rain camera. Paul from Dubjet suggested, and I must say it does work like a charm. It fits over the camera, the monitor and everything, and I can still get at the zoom controls and everything. So the only thing is a little bit hard to see through the bag with the glare, but it is windy. So we'll see what we can do. Sandra, congrats. Helen, congrats. Great support as always. I forgot to put my rainproof trousers on, so bear with me there a sec because I'm getting drowned. Give me a second. Ugh. Okay, trousers on. Whew, that is rain. Gotta love a soft Irish day. Sorry guys, I find it very hard to see in this. Hopefully it's just a shower. Oh. I can see now why Dubjet Aviation decided not to stream today. When I was driving up here, there was a big shower, so I knew it was coming at some stage. If I'm missing chat, apologies, I have my phone in my pocket due to the rain. So SAS. Well, the rain is definitely here, Rado. Welcome along. Again, apologies, it's hard to maneuver all this with the Plastic bag on. A lot of sprayage there. Oof. $10 Ido, thanks a mil. Again, everybody's generosity is greatly appreciated. Sarah J27, good to have you along. Yeah, Patricia, that was a serious break in power there. Our Aer Lingus A330. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Again, if I'm missing any of the chat, I apologise. My phone is in and out of my pocket. EIM. So I'm not too sure if we get a full stream today. I had technical issues and I'm on a smaller battery than usual, so I'm not sure whether it'll last. I do have the brightness of it turned down so it'll last a bit longer, so we shall see what happens. A330's in the way. Ger Clark, afternoon. Welcome along to a very soggy Dublin Airport. Hello. Somebody rather horny. So probably not a great time for me to be streaming. I believe a lot of the Birmingham and Manchester streamers are streaming, so probably clashing with them. But it's been a while since I got out, so I did really want to get out. There was A320 200. Got a flashy light of the nose light. And a wave. EI Gal. I was on that aircraft last month to Malta. Sound is good, I can hear the vape. Excellent, Hato. Here's the current bun out. I don't want to take this bag off because I guarantee if I do, it's just going to lash again, but it really is hard to see through it because of the glare. Focus camera, focus. Sorry, the wind is an absolute pain in the ass. Hopefully we'll get a couple of togas today. Stands for take off, go around. trying to look and see. Okay, I'm going to take this off. I think we could be okay with rain for a minute, so bear with me. Oh, it's better, I can see. It's easier to actually use the zoom mount as well. EIDEN. So again, guys, hope you're all having a great Sunday. Yeah, I hear it too for there. You can see one in the background. I do agree with you. It's not the rain that bothers me so much, but it's trying to get the gear covered, and if water gets in, like, gear is expensive, so you don't want water getting in. But I just find it's harder to stream in bad weather with wind, trying to control everything, trying to get your settings right, and trying to see the screen, which is on my camcorder, I have a little screen to the side of it. I don't use that. I use an actual external monitor that I've clipped onto the top of the camera with a bigger screen so I can see. But when you put a bag over that, even though it's clear, it's hard to see. Oh, big flare. So, Emirates in from Dubai, UK 161 or 162, I believe. That's a pretty aircraft. Erica, how do? I've glasses as well, but I only need them for reading, so if I put them on, I can see absolutely bloody nothing. But hopefully the sun will stay out for a little while. And I've just noticed I need to change the lower thirds. It says vloggingeverything.com. New website is vlogging-everything.ie. Triple 300 ER. Erica, hope you're keeping well. Don't mind if I Dubai. Just gonna get radar up so we can get some information. So EK 161. Next we have Turkish coming in from Istanbul. Out there somewhere. And it's a 2-year-old Neo. Took off 4 hours and 7 minutes ago from Istanbul. And that's followed by a 737 MAX 8 coming in from Edinburgh from Mr. O'Leary Air. Sorry, I was doing something there. Excellent, Erga. Good to hear. For those that you don't know, NEO stands for New Engine Option. Choice of engines for the Airbus. Yvonne, great to see you. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Thanks for hopping on. I know you do be busy with modding on other channels, so thanks a million. 10 months, amazing support as always. Thanks, Yvonne. This is Ryanair and a MAX 8 coming in from Edinburgh. Just over a 37-minute flight. So, for those of you that don't know, my beloved Vlody is going to be sold at the end of the month, which I'm going to purchase a complete new camera setup. I shall be moving from Canon and switching to Sony. No, not yet, Helen. Thank you very much, Yvonne. Gifting memberships. I just need to change the CV joint on it, because obviously whoever takes over the beloved Vlody, I want it to be in tip-top condition. Yvonne, again, thanks a mil. So next up we've Aer Lingus coming in from Berlin, and it's the Retro. Adrian's beloved Virtuous Majestic with the cute button nose, coming in from Berlin, EI 333. 700 feet at 125 knots currently. Always nice to get retro on the stream. As I'm not streaming to my usual device, I cannot do any sound effects or anything. This is just purely straight video. There she is in all her glory. I wish they'd put a couple of more of the aircraft in the retro colour. I must say it's really cool. Yes, Helen, we we buffed them out. So there's our beloved retro. I'm going to say late 1960s livery scheme, but I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. Elegant, inspirational, divine, virtuous, majestic retro with the cute button nose. And it also has its matching cowlings back again, which is great to see. It did look absolutely ridiculous with the other colour on them. Now if we can get a wave, we'll be doing well. Not sure if we got the wave. So after this Aer Lingus that's on the ground, we have an A330 in from Orlando, EI 120, reg sign EI does. So is there 330 coming in from Orlando? Edo, appreciate it. Edo just gifted membership. Colin Farrell received it. Hope it's not the, or I hope it is the actual Colin Farrell Nolan anyways. As our 330 touches down, I believe Aer Lingus have started a new Memphis route as well. So they have Memphis, Denver, Chicago, LAX, building up quite a lot of transatlantic routes, Aer Lingus. So this is Saint Aoife. It's quite warm actually when the sun comes out, it's lovely. That's a special website, Ado. www. Wonderful World Wide Web. That's what that stands for.
I know.
Yeah, bag is in the pocket. I've just noticed too that my camera's not level. Hang on a sec. If Ruby was here, she would have pulled me up on that. There we go. Sheila, Glenn, how goes it? One minute late, fill up the vape. As my phone slides into a puddle of water on top of the case. Next up we've got Ryanair in from Barcelona, followed by another Ryanair in from Mallorca, and it's going to start lashing any minute. Stand by, rain. This is where I hope I don't plug anything out. Now, waterproof again. Can't see the screen, but where the hell's the aircraft? Sorry, it's really hard to see with the cover on. Richard Taylor, welcome along to this rather damp Sunday at Dublin Airport. Whoa! Whoa, the wind is howling. Sorry, the wind has blown me everywhere. Jesus Christ. Rainer, very lucky to get down before these big gusts. Apologies now, phone is in the pocket, guys, so now if we don't get a couple of go rounds on this, definitely expect wind shear in this, the way the gusts are blowing hard and then stopping for a split second. We'll see how this next aircraft does. I'm just going to wait for it to get a little bit closer because I'm finding it hard to see. See if we can get this. Well, that aircraft made it look very easy because I don't know whether the mic is picking up the wind and the rain. I do now need to invest in new waterproofs because these aren't worth of shit anymore and getting soaked. And I'm sure them pilots are looking, going, why is that absolute idiot standing on a pillar in an luminous builder's jacket filming this? Because we love airplanes. And sorry, I know there's an aircraft there, but I just can't see it. Where the feck is it? There, I think. Sorry guys, I cannot see because the wind is... I'm hoping there's an aircraft there. So difficult to see. Now, the only good thing I think is, which way is the wind blowing? So it's blowing. I think I could be okay for a minute. Take this condom off. Much better. Yeah, floppy sock is whoops. So it's a complete headwind for them. A lot of sprayage. That many pockets now, I can't find anything. What the feck is on that? Later, Richard, later. The weather doesn't know whether it's coming or going, guys. Looking for me vape, though. KLM. Not sure if it's a Wookiee. Can't believe I've 4 W's in that. What a numpty. Absolute butter from the KLM. Dutch pride. So, sun is out for a few minutes to dry me off again. So, looking behind me, I might get 20 minutes of brightness before the next wave of rain comes. Now, KLM are usually really good for giving us an hour wave. Not today though. The smiling dolphin does not want to wave. Ruby, good morning, or good afternoon I should say. Twofer. OMG, Kunasatatu. Bit of a wibbly wobbly wonder here. Oh. Well done. Have her down. Dub crow. Tá tú go maith. So, dub crow. Later, Rubes. Nobody seems to be in a wavy mood today. Next up, EI 563 coming in from Barcelona. And that's followed by a Neo or an XLR in from Edinburgh. Seems unusual to put the XLRs onto such a short route. Sure, hey ho. Two months member, OMG, thanks a mil. Co-pilot wave, thanks Patricia. Get away from the first officer. So next band of rain looking like it's imminent. We'll have to bag up again, I'd say. EI NSG, and this is our XLR in from Edinburgh. So the wind is dying down a bit. Next up at 3:30 in from Seattle. EI Duo. Here's the rain again. Shite. Hang on a sec. Bear with me. There we go, covered again. So as I said, EI Duo, which I believe is still in the old livery. Now if I could see it, it'd be good. I can see nothing. Oh, there it is. I think, yeah. Sorry. Go on, give us a toga. No, looks like he's going to nail it. And he does. Big reverse thruster sound. Duo in from Michael Kent, good to see you. So doesn't seem to be anything on the radar. Oh, there is EI LRH is due in 8 minutes. As I get absolutely blasted by wind. Next arrival in 8 minutes, OMG says. Helen says it's my plane. I presume it's Saint Feckin. Excelente. So, how was the sound of the new microphone? I said this is the new wireless system that I'm using. The one that Paul told me to get that I didn't get. I got another one. You have the little dead cat or wind muff or whatever you want to call it on it to try and reduce some of the wind noise. Righto says the sound is good, excellent. As we wait for Saint Feckin to come in. So it's currently just coming below 3,900 feet at 225 knots. And it's a 4-year-old Airbus A321-253 XLR. I'm so glad of the builder's jacket today, I can tell you. You gotta love a bit of bush cam. Don't know whether the so that's how heavy it's raining. Nice soft Irish day. Well, freezer bag seems to be doing its job anyway, keeping the equipment dry, which is always a good thing. It's easy for you to say, Sandra, sitting in your nice warm house with your cup of tea and your fluffy slippers on, and David playing the Xbox or PlayStation. It's not actually that cold. My hands are a little bit cold, but it's just wet. Dubjet had the right idea staying at home today. Yeah, rub it in, Erica. I got a coffee on the way home actually to warm me up. Oh, cool. I've actually never watched Phil, how are you doing? Yeah, it's absolutely wet as an otter's pocket here today. Soggy cam live from Dublin Airport. I'm actually a bit thick. I forgot my waterproof footwear, so I'm just wearing my On Cloud runners, which are a bit soppy now, I must admit. Sun and blue clouds behind us again, so we can take off the Rubber Jonathan. There's a lot of blue sky behind us now, so hopefully we'll be okay for a while. So we're just waiting for our XLR of Saint Feckin to get a little bit closer. There's the sun. Still a bit of rain spitting, so we'll give it a few minutes. God, it really is a day of all seasons here today. Okay, bag coming off again. Oops, sorry, no, caught up in this feckin' thing. Shake that bag. Sorry, bush cam. Oh, Saint Feckin is there somewhere. We'll get him now in a sec. Why isn't the camera picking it up? There we are, trying to sneak in under. Dave, hello. Sorry, I don't think I said hello to you earlier on, so hola. So I don't know how long we'll get with bright weather for. Yeah, that did come in very low, Adrian. I was watching some of your videos yesterday, Adrian. I must say, for an old DSLR Nikon camera, the quality is actually really, really good. It's actually better than this camera. So that's the sky there, and as we go here, oh look, blue skies, blue skies. Check out how floppy socko. See, it looks quite nice there. And then you go back here. Looks like it's biblical. Patricia has the coffee. Oh, I'd give out for a coffee now. Let's see who's coming in next. Do, do, do. Citation M2 coming. Oh no, we don't. Sorry. Operator error. That's going from not available to not available. So it seems to be a bit of a lull now. We have a little ATR coming in 6 minutes from Guernsey. I can never pronounce the name of the airline. Looks like Angry Air Service. I know, Patricia, and I wouldn't mind. I do have a flask. But as you know, I always forget something, so. The wind shouldn't really affect it, though, if it's on a tripod, to be honest. Although there's no, you've no IBS in-body stabilisation, I think, in the old DSLRs, so it might affect it a little bit. Orini. Bird bangers out. It's the first I've actually seen them go up in the air, and they actually look like a firework and explode. So we're just waiting for Orini. That's not the camera, Adrian, that's you. Although, in fairness, if you do get proper wet gear, it's not too bad once you can cover the gear. So, we're waiting for our little ATR in from Guernsey. So again, guys, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please do so. Fair weather only confirmed. Adrian, we'll make a fully seasoned streamer out of you yet. Guarantee you. Canal, welcome along. Little honeybee trying to rest on my jacket, thinking I'm a flower. Anthony, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Happy Sunday. Actually went to boarding school with a guy from Trinidad, Tobago. I'm going to say stupid now, his name was Roland Charles, and do you know him? Like the Americans say to us when we go to stateside. They think everybody in Ireland knows everybody because it's that small. Again, guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, it does more than you think. And if you want to subscribe, please do so as well. Again, with my busy workload, I haven't been out streaming as much as I'd like to, but as the summer starts to come in, work will slow down a bit with holidays and things like that, so hopefully I'll be able to get a mid-week stream in as well. Again, thanks to all the mods. So we've a Ryanair sneaking in before the ATR from Guernsey. It's coming in from Liverpool. 18 years old. Probably one of, I think it's the second oldest in the Ryanair fleet. To this date, I still think they have the youngest fleet in Europe of aircraft. Judy, welcome along all the way from Australia, Brisbane. My brother has lived out there in Brisbane for about 30 years. Never been out. As people know, I don't really like flying, and it's a bit of a long flight to Brisbane. Thanks for the subscription and thanks for joining in. Great to have you along here. So we're just waiting for our 737 of Ryanair. I can see it off in the distance there, just breaking through the cloud. Just to give a couple of honourable mentions to some of the streamers that we follow. We've Drones and Planes from Manchester. If you haven't checked them out already, I'd really recommend you doing so. We've Thierry and Henri from Flight, who also stream out of Manchester. From Ireland we have Dubjet Aviation, needs no introduction. We've Brian from KC Rally, does rallies and planes. They're just a couple of the ones that... Oh, and we have Nelia, Madeira Woman Spotter as well, from Madeira. So plenty of really good aviation channels out there to follow. And our newest one is Adrian, Offered Peace Aviation. It's just starting to get into the aviation. We are going to make a streamer out of him, he just doesn't know it yet. It's one of these hobbies that once you start, it just takes hold of you, and you start buying gear and then more gear, and then Amazon becomes your friend. And then if you're like me, you get that much stuff, when Amazon comes you can't remember what it is you get. It's like a little surprise when you open the package. Adrian, thanks for dropping the links in, much appreciated. So I do know some of these guys are probably streaming at the moment, so I know it's hard when we're all streaming at the same time who to pick. Pick me, of course, pick me. Don't bother with anybody else. That's a joke. Or is it? So, battery seems to be holding up okay for the moment. As I said, I'm on the smaller battery pack today because, as most of you know by now, I would forget my arse only it's attached to my body, and I always forget something. So we have Ryanair 19-year-old 737. Add it anyway, Ado. Add it anyway. You still have plenty of good videos on there we're watching, so... My braces are falling down. Hang on. So the heat haze is making the picture not as clear as it should be. So apologies. We're never happy as streamers. It's too bright, it's too sunny, heat haze affects it. It's too dark and too rainy, the dullness affects it. So I can see our little ATR coming in from Guernsey way off in the background. Wind has completely died down now, so no, won't lose me pants. I have pants on underneath it, so floppy sock, just slight stiffness, not completely erect. And the Ryanair boys. So definitely not as busy in Dublin Airport today. Usual traffic is about circa 750 aircraft movements. Wouldn't imagine we have that today. There's our little ATR coming in from Guernsey. Oh, nearly fell off the pillar. Okay, so it looks like another shower is imminent. Yeah, Patricia, it does. It's definitely not as busy as usual. But hey ho. We'll work with that hand we're dealt with. Whoa, 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 whoa. Left wing took a serious dip there. Now, I wouldn't imagine this is going to get all the way down to us. Yeah, no, I've never actually fallen off the pillars. Fallen off my car, all right. So, next we have a special aircraft, our 787-9 Dreamliner coming in from Doha. Departed 7 hours ago, so a 7-hour flight. Obviously the wind behind them. If my camera decides to play ball, hello camera, come on, you can do it. Come on. One of my favourite aircrafts and livery. The bag should be getting ready soon because it is going to start bucketing again, I think. Tricia, yeah, definitely right. Beautiful wing flex. Unmistakable from the Dreamliners. Bit of a floater, go on, put her down. Well done. Absolutely aced that. Well done to the Qatar crew. My stepson is emigrating to Australia. He will be on said aircraft on Wednesday. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get a chance to film it. Off to work in the mines in Perth. So I don't think I've ever gotten a wave from Qatar, ever. In the last year and a half or so I've streamed. Looks like I'm not going to get one there either. There is a twofer. Bag is going back on because it is going to lash any minute. So stand by. can do this without falling off the pillar. Oh, Dino, your timing is impeccable. Now, done. Snorted. Can he see anything? But where is that aircraft? Ah, I see it there now. Yeah, he's only young now. I wouldn't wish him my worst enemy. The money is meant to be very good, but it's quite dangerous. But he's going over as an electrician, so he probably won't be actually in the mines. Maybe, I actually don't know. Flying pigs. Yeah, as I said, he's young. It's the plan is for him to go out for a couple of years, save money, come back and buy a house. But not sure whether he actually has the discipline to do that or not. I know I wouldn't if I was his age again. OMG, thanks a million for stopping by. Talk to you again very soon. Okay, I'm going to cut from Pegasus because I want to get this incoming aircraft. Thought that was going to be a toga there for a sec. OMG, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care, mate. Somebody in a car waving to me going by. One of the Max ones again, you can see by the engine cowling, the design on the back of it. As the rain lashes down again. Which makes it harder for me to see incoming aircraft. Should be there. There we go. Again, apologies for the camera shake. Yep. So I don't know if any of you have watched Yellowstone, which I did watch and was brilliant, and then there's 2 spin-off series. I think it's 1880 something or whatever, which I've watched, equally as good, and now the new one is 1923, I think, or something like that. So that's downloaded onto the external hard drive, which I should be watching tonight. But Yellowstone, I can highly recommend. Really, really good show. Takes a little bit to get into it, but once you're into it, there is an ATR there somewhere. Can he say? Oh, there we go. Sorry, there's an awful glare off the bag that's over the monitor. Where is it? There it is. And Aer Lingus is going to be in the way, of course. So another 30 minutes or so, guys. I'm going to call it a day at 2. So an abrupt stop for them. So 2 more inbound coming in shortly. The After Shit's really good show. Highly, highly recommend it. Jan and I binged watched it. I saw that off in the distance, yeah. Quick turnaround for a retro. Where's that aircraft? It is so hard to see with this. Where the heck is it? Sorry, I can't actually see. The glare is just crazy on the bag. Luxair sometimes operate a dash. Boeing 737-700. I'm going to take this off again. It's better I can see. Much better. ATR is a couple out, Helen's saying. Paul's plane, EI, what? EI def. Just make out a twofer there. I wonder, is our illustrious Dubjet Aviation in lurk mode? I'm not sure if he's working. Egypt Air, one of the nicest liveries around, I think, in my opinion anyway. I just think there's something class about it. Heavy reverse thrust there. That is a pretty aircraft. HPK, HNA and Postie. So a plethora of ATRs inbound. Speak of the devil and he's sure to appear. Paul, how do? You definitely picked a good day to stay at home. It's been horrendous, as you've probably seen. first of the 3 ATRs. Obviously got my shutter speed just right as the props appear to look like they're spinning. Bit of a bumpy land, but stay down. Would not imagine it's going to make it all the way down to us here at Sierra 5. Sophie, welcome along. I saw you earlier on Think Planes. So wind picking up again. Waiting for our next ATR. Focus camera. Again, lovely people, thanks for joining me here today. Great to have you all here. Bit of a wibbly wobbly wonder for our ATR. Oh, there's a big gust. Very well done indeed to the crew there. Would not have been an easy landing. I know the wind is a headwind, but there's a slight cross as well. Yeah, as you can see from bush cam, just waiting for our next ATR. It's too far away, the camera has nothing. Oh, there it is there now. I can just about make it out. Sorry, I should have my phone on silent. So I believe this is Posty. Caroline, morning to you. How are you? Yeah, so I believe this is the Posty, EIGPO. For you those that don't know, GPO is our general post office based in Dublin city centre. Oh, camera, don't do it. Hats off to them, they made that look very easy. Wait me there while I send a text. So we've a DAT coming in from Glasgow. It's a new one to me. I've never heard of this or seen one before. Oh, that wind. Whew. So it's a 16-year-old ATR 72 500 coming in from Glasgow. So I'm just waiting for it to get a little bit closer. So Naked Plane is coming in from Palma shortly. For those that don't know, it's just an aircraft with no livery, plain white. Sorry, now it is a little bit rocky, the wind is. Oh, bumpy, bumpy. Stay down. Looks like it might be coming down to us here in Sierra 5, which would be lovely. EIXLV just become number 4 in queue. Thank you, Ado. So it says I'm here till about 2 p.m. or thereabouts. Nice to see you prop them all the way down. I was waving at them. They were having none of it. Sophie, take care. Is a horrible big dirty black cloud behind me. I don't think I'm going to escape it by the end of the stream. That is Rescue 1 making all sorts of weird sounds. I presume it's to scare the birds. It just sounded like R2-D2 had a frog in his throat. So just to let you all know, I am not streaming through OBS, so when the stream finishes, it will not disconnect. So I will see if I can disconnect it from my phone. Kieran, welcome along. Good to have you here. So Aer Lingus down safely. No, I didn't break anything. Just with the weather and everything being so bad, I wanted to kind of do more of a run and gun with not as much equipment, so I'm just streaming straight through my Atomos Zato monitor. So just go straight into that rather than, otherwise it's in out of the monitor, into the Bella and into the modem and then back. So this is just a lot easier and quicker. Richard Taylor, take care. So EINSE. Here comes the rain again. Shit. Okay, hang on. Stand by. Bloody weather just comes out of nowhere. Apologies for that. Jesus Christ. Whoa, whoa, whoa. God, I love streaming. So there's our naked plane. Sorry, it is extremely hard to see with the freezer bag over. Again, apologies for camera shake. With the bag over the gear, it creates more like an umbrella for the wind to catch. Again, phone is in pocket, so I'm not monitoring the chat, so apologies. EI XLV. Oof, it's absolutely minging out. Minging. So, as Edo says, that's Aer Lingus' newest aircraft. Brian S says first commercial flight last Friday, so it really is a brand spanking new aircraft. One of the Maxes of Ryanair. Jeff, hello to you from Boston. Now I'm going to see if I can get this one. It's going to be hard for me to see. There we go, yeah. This could be a Citation, I think. I'll be amazed if it gets to Sierra 5. Could be wrong though. I've known to me being wrong on several occasions. Just ask Jan or Paul. More than welcome, Ado. That is not a problem. We're all aviation enthusiasts, love to share the love. So, next and final aircraft is an ATR. And after that, I'm looking forward to getting dried off. Thanks again to everybody who joined me on this soggy Sunday. I shall be back again, keep an eye on the schedule. Thanks to the mods for doing a wonderful job as per usual. Thanks to everybody who's gifted memberships, much appreciated. Now I'm going to take this off. Sorry for the bush cam. Ooh, bit sideways. So again guys, that's me. Thanks a million for joining me. I shall see you all very, very soon. Keep an eye on the schedule. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we'll see you all soon. Thanks a million. Take care.